god of the stove, born from a spark when stone struck stone. He was a god with a great love for humanity and their well-being. Millennia ago, the people sought to expand their city. They built a dwelling on the plains and called it the Gweli Assembly. The stove god cared greatly for the people, turning himself into minions who went into every home, fostering food and solidarity alike. Alas, their home was taken by a flood. The waters ravaged the Gweli Assembly and forced the people back south to Liyue Harbor. Though the distance was not far, the journey was plagued by a terrible storm. For a dozen days, the Adepti stayed by their side. During this time, the stove god cooked an ancient delicacy, flatbread with a meat sauce to stave off the cold and damp, fit for those on the move. Centuries later, disaster and plague arose once more. The stove god would appear no longer, for he placed all of his power into the land itself to quell the calamities. His power expended, and his wits greatly reduced. Thus his body decreased in size. By the time he parted ways with us, he wasn't even the height of a human. He told Rex Lapis and I of the dishes that bring joy and of the secrets of the flame, then went into the mountains and entered into a long slumber. The stove god departed, and Guoba was born. When he awoke, he ate the Chiliman's cornbread buns placed on the offering table by a young lady in yellow. Though he did not remember the past, he was profoundly moved and decided to follow this young lady thereafter. The stove god had quietly disappeared, but the vendors rose early to hawk their wares. People went out to buy goods, lit their stoves, and cooked food, just as they had done every day for as long as they could remember. In Liyue, things have always been this way. Nature provides, the mountains rejoice. We are blessed by heaven's good grace.
Years have gone by. The world has transformed, but our way of life survives.
Oh, look at the little hotel on the roof. Fame and fortune is only a season. It is the moment that we should embrace. Who's that?
Past meets present. Heritage becomes legacy. Long into the future may we thrive.
You once told me that dining is the profoundest of customs in the human world. To eat well is to consume vitality itself.
All the Zhongli mains be like
well
really excited after this event.
Essence of the world. It is a matter of paramount importance, you said, for people cannot face the arduous journey ahead on an empty stomach. A humble meal of maize and spring water is also profound in that. By ensuring one survived, my dear friend, Liyue has changed so much while you have slept.
Well, this is kind of a huge deal. Why didn't you say anything? He is not who he once was. Even the power of speech evades him now.
Paimon's not
There's
wrong.
no way. Boba, but...
Xiangling.
Do not be saddened, youngling. There are two sides to everything. Guoba may have lost many of his former faculties, but in this world we inhabit, who can truly be said to live a life free of all woe? But he has gone further than us in his journey. He had both wisdom and courage. Everything he took upon himself,
Look at him
he was also ready to. So since you are his friend, take good care of him. Go out.
I will! You can count.
Xiangling, you have an adeptal affinity. Guoba follows you around because the moment he awoke, he was met with a familiar flavor in the chili. After all that time, he still recognized the dish he had invented.
That's right. The taste of one's home cuisine always brings back...
You may be the first person in history to give the stove god the experience of being a...
If that's true, I couldn't be happier. Because...
Well then, it's getting late and I still have things to do. Traveler, Paimon, Xiangling...
I was a little
you all very
disappointed.
much.
I was kind of hoping that it would be a dragon egg, but no.
I guess my dad's probably heard the good news already, but I should still go catch up. He thinks about you all the time, you know.
Oh, goodness me. Then off we go then. Let's...
Look at the fancy wings I got from MiHoYo. So nice of them. Because I don't have the constant free time to just build a reputation like everyone else. This is really nice of them to give me fancy wings. I think it looks good on Zhongli. I'm going the wrong way.
Hi, Dad. I'm back. Hey. Oh no! Guoba's taken off!
Dude, it's Zhongli. He's probably so happy to see Guoba right now.
Oh, it's you. Hello there, old friend.
Zhongli, see, you're not the only one still around. Aww.
Oh, bless my soul. Are you out for a stroll as well?
Given the season, it felt fitting to take a leisurely walk while the meal is being prepared.
Quite right. And it also gave us the chance to run into you. Guoba may not recognize you, but as ever, he seems quite delighted to see you.
So, Guoba doesn't remember anything? But can still feel when something's familiar?
Friendship will always withstand the ravages of time.
The good friendships will. The bad ones, no.
Traveler, what do you think of the name of this festival? Moon Chase. The moon is a carrier of countless emotions. So many things only seem to surface as we gaze up beneath its poignant glow. Wherever the moonlight shines, the heart is wont to follow. Fond memories of those no longer with us. Debts of gratitude to old friends. The meaning of ages past and gone. All wrapped up in the city that has existed for so many moons to date.
What you looking at? Huh? Keep walking.
All these things and more. They are why people chase the moon.
In old age, the sight of many things puts one in a wistful mood. But children are always a beautiful sight to see. Such exuberant life force. It seems to well up from deep within the land itself. A land that has been a traveler. This Moon Chase Festival has been all the more entertaining with you here to witness it. Now, let's have Xiangling brew us a nice pot of tea. We shall drink and chat at our leisure.
I simply have to try the winning dish of this year's festival.
Yes. No. Gotta get all of us. There we go.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. The food at Wan Min restaurant is excellent. I eat here often.
Ah, you can say that again.
Indeed. To have mastered the craft at her age lends credence to the old aphorism that heroes are made.
Should I save this money?
Well, we saw the cutscene. We got to see John Lee again, although he's in my team. Now I actually have to go to bed. Not yet.